The watch on my wrist this week is the Blancpain Villeret Complete Calendar in white gold, a watch that was introduced in 2016 at Baselworld, and a pretty significant piece for Blancpain since the Complete Calendar is their #1 selling complication in the US. So the Complete Calendar is part of the Villeret collection, which is reserved for Blancpain's most traditional looking watches. And since 1983, it's been led by this complication, the full calendar. Now, it certainly bears a striking resemblance to that 1983 model. Blancpain has remained faithful to the stepped case, and the layout is pretty much the same with some minor adjustments. The day and month are in small apertures at the top of the watch, and the date is in this unusual position in this ring that pushes the hour markers to the extremities of the watch. What has changed is the position of the seconds hand. In 1983, it used to be under the moon phase at 6 o'clock. More recently, Blancpain have moved it centrally with the other hands, and that means that Blancpain have been able to increase the size of the moon phase since it's no longer constricted by this 360-degree subdial. So fundamentally, the design hasn't changed in 30 years. But this watch looks a little bit different because of the new Sunburst Finish. The effect it produces is pretty wonderful when the dial catches the light at the right angle, but most of the time I found it a little bit too difficult to read. All four hands are of similar lengths, and in terms of tonality, they're a bit too close to the rest of the dial. So what makes this watch rather special, and one of the reasons we wanted to take a look at it, is what you find behind the 4 correctors, which are placed underneath each lug. These control each of the functions: the day, the month, moon phase, and the date. They're very easy to access, even easier to operate. You just need to push on the corrector once to move the disc by 1 increment. This not only makes this calendar one of the friendliest to use, it also makes it one of the cleanest because you don't have the adjustment dimples that you would usually find on the side of the case. The watch wore comfortably throughout the week, although I'm not a big fan of the deployment clasp and would probably swap that out. Otherwise, at 40 millimeters in diameter and 11 millimeters in thickness, it's a well-proportioned watch. The watch is powered by caliber 6654. The movement is visible through a sapphire caseback. It's nicely finished with Geneva stripes, and it has a power reserve of 72 hours. So overall, this is a rather lovely and user-friendly complication in an uncharacteristic display from a maison that specializes in complete calendars. In white gold, it's $25,700. Of course, Blancpain also offers the same model in stainless steel, and that one has a white dial and a silver date ring, which I personally find to be a little bit more user-friendly.